I just got it. Anyway. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Erica and I am the Lopsided Crafter. So, let's see. To start, I did decide to stop with the sweater. I got lots of input. I actually had lunch with Carrie last week, and I was showing her the difference between the Brava that I had in my stash versus the Brava that I recently got, and it was a big significant difference, and she even noticed it as well. So I did decide to go ahead and get the yarn that the pattern called for, even though the gauge and the suggested hook size and knitting needle size are the same for both. I'm thinking maybe because the other is wool that it actually calls for. It calls for the wool of Andes. Like I said, I was trying to use what was in my stash. So I will definitely figure something else out to use that yarn with. But yeah. If you hear some whining, my German Shepherd is out here with me today. So, sometimes he gets a little excited. But yeah, I did decide to go ahead and stop this pattern. With the yarn that I bought to go with that. So, the teal and the gray and the yellow. I have decided to start another sweater, and this is by Denny Made. I will actually have to put the name of the sweater right down here because they don't have the pattern out here with me. But this is a sweater that is worked side to side, so you're actually working the front panel and the back panel at the same time. I did start this last night, just kind of playing around with the colors. I thought the yellow would be perfect in like a color work sweater. Not so sure about this one. I don't know. It did call for worsted weight, and like I've said in the past, it's got to be really cold to wear worsted weight here, I think, as far as like a sweater. So this might be something that I just throw over like a tank top on our cool days where it's, you know, like 40s or something. So yeah, I'm going to play around with that. I do remember that there's like maybe 12 rows before you start the neck shaping. So I think I'm going to continue with the teal, and then maybe, I haven't decided whether I'm going to add the gray in the middle or some more of the yellow. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like I said, I will post the name of the sweater here so you guys know. So yeah, as far as the yarn being worked up this way versus this way, it feels a lot better. So like I said in the sweater update video, that I was almost positive it was because this was such a tight color work design. And that I thought that the yarn itself was fine and the pattern is fine. It's just they did not work together. Sorry, I keep shaking the camera. So yeah. As far as it worked up like this, I believe the Brava worsted is doing just fine. And that is currently living in my Betty Boop bag because I love Betty Boop. I love Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Okay. So, I do have a new toy. Well, let me show you what I got from Lori, Jessa, and Anna. Hi, guys, from the Arkansas Yarn Company. I got this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. And Lori dyes her own yarn as well as carries yarn in her store. And she has done a whole series around roller derby. So she's got like maybe 4 or 5 different colors. Quite a few of them have sold out already. But I had to get one of them. And the one I got was called Trauma Queen. Now, I have already caked it up. So, we are going to jump in our time machine and we're going to go backwards. And I'm going to show you what it looked like before it was caked and give you all the parameters. So, here we go. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this beautiful yarn before I cake it up. This is Arkansas Yarn Company. This is part of Lori's Roller Derby series. So this particular yarn is called Trauma Queen. It is a fluorescent green and black. The camera is not giving it justice. It is a bright neon green. It is beautiful. This is on her Yummy Plush base, which is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 437 yards and 100 grams. So, I just wanted to pop on here, show you what this looks like, because I'm getting ready to cake it and start a shawl. So now back to the video. Okay, I'm so glad that I was able to do that and actually thought about doing that before I caked this yarn up. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. But this is what it looks like caked. And I have actually already started working a swatch for a pattern that I am going to be designing. And I will show you that in just a second. But another thing that I got from Lori at the Arkansas Yarn Co. is, okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. I seen an Instagram post and I seen an Instagram story about these fantastic cords called the TKB cords. And by the Knit Barber. TKB, the Knit Barber. Oh, I just got it. Anyway, excuse me. They are these cords that you can stick on the edge of your knitting needle and pull it through and keep your live stitches on those cords. Brilliant. Brilliant. Comes in this adorable container. I will turn this around and show you. Those are the different colors that are available. I will also link Lori Ann's shop down below so that you guys can go check these out. She did a video on September 15th, 2021, her Wool on Wednesday, where she actually talked about these cords and gave a little tip and trick of how she uses them. But basically, you get 3 cords, and of course, I had to get the neon green. Had to. They come in 1 60-inch and 2 30-inch cords, okay? So basically, this is your waist yarn. This is your sleeve stitch holders. Anything that you would put a live set of stitches on, you can use this. I would imagine that you could get an additional set and use them as lifelines in your project. So like I said, you get 2 30-inch, which these would be like perfect for sleeves or any kind of provisional cast on, that kind of thing. And then you have this 60-inch, which is fantastic. How many times have you ever knitted a sweater and you wanted to try it on? And you're like, oh, I've got to put this yarn all the way through here, and then I got to feed the needle back on, and oh my gosh, it is such a pain. Not anymore, because you can actually even tie these little beauties into a knot like this, and they're not going anywhere. So the concept behind it, and like I said, Lori did do a video to give you her tips and tricks, but the concept behind it is you just pop it onto your knitting needle, and you will kind of hear like a suction when it goes on, okay? Get it on there real good. It ain't going nowhere. I mean, you've got to really pull to it to make it come off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to gradually pull this needle out and pull this through your stitches. Mind-blowing, right? Yes. So, when I asked her if she was going to be getting these, she was not sure at the time. And it was probably a couple hours later, she messaged me and she says, guess what I just ordered? So, of course, I told her right then, okay, put me down for such and such. I honestly think I'm going to be ordering another set because I really think these are going to be a game changer as far as knitting. I'm not too sure how they would work for crochet because we really don't have lifelines or anything like that. Now, if you were doing, like, say, maybe a top-down raglan crochet type sweater, well, no. Nope, that wouldn't work either. Yeah, I'm really not sure how they would work for crochet. I think it's mainly only for knitting. So, I was very, very excited to get these. Now, as I said, I did start swatching this yarn, Trauma Queen. I've got a design in my head, and I want to get my swatch done so that I can start this design. It will be a shawl, and it will be knitted, and I do have some more yarn coming from Lori at Arkansas Yarn Co. that I'm going to add to this design. It is going to be roller derby, which is a hot pink. Yes, Carrie, I did say pink. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. You see that little pink? It's hard to point because everything's in the opposite direction. See that pink basket up there kind of above the TV? Even though it's on a shelf like way behind the TV. It's kind of like that color. It's bright pink. But I'm excited. I think it's actually going to look fantastic. If my idea in my head comes out the way it's supposed to. Now, sometimes when you're designing, what's in your mind doesn't necessarily portray on your design. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not. But I'm confident. I'm confident this is going to look fantastic. But this is my swatch so far. Is that not beautiful? Oh my gosh. So the camera just is not giving this yarn justice. It is a bright neon green. And it is so pretty. This is, like I said in our time warp, that it is from Arkansas Yarn Co. and it is called Trauma Queen. Love this color. Green and red are like my go-to favorite colors. Oh, it kind of shows it back here a little bit better, although you can't see the stitch definition. Gorgeous. So my shawl is going to be in the garter stitch with two different colors. You'll have your main color and then your contrasting color. And it's going to have a lot of different short row shaping in it. I'm kind of going towards a crescent shape, although I'm not exactly sure with the increases where I put them, how it will turn out. But I'm very excited about this. This will be my first knit design. And, you know, go big or go home, right? So I'm excited about it. The yarn, like I said, all the yarn for this pattern will be Lori's yarn from Arkansas Yarn Company. And hold that thought. Sorry about that. My son called. He's at work, so I did need to take that phone call just to make sure that he didn't need to come home early. So yeah. So back to the shawl. I've been doing a lot of research on increases. Which increases are best to use where and why and with what. So there are certain, you know, decreases. Everybody, if you knit, knows the yarn over is an increase, and that leaves a nice little hole. And if that's what you're going for, that's fine. Then there's increases that work best for garter, which is what my shawl design is going to be. You can use your knit front and back, or you can do a make one left and a make one right. It just depends on where you're putting those stitches. So if you were just to do a make one left and a make one right, say in the middle and on the sides, then that would make it a triangular shawl. So, and that's not what I'm going for with this design. I want it to more to be like maybe crescent or even a half pie. So I will be playing around with the increases while I'm waiting for my yarn. I do kind of already know how I'm going to start the beginning of the shawl. Although I am still trying to decide whether I want to start with a garter tab or actually cast on a few stitches. So let me kind of just draw what I'm going for. And I'm just going to draw a crescent shape, even though I'm not sure that's what I'm actually going to do. But it's just to kind of give you an idea. And you may not get a thing from this sketch. It's perfect in my head, but so this is kind of what we've got. And it's going to be the main color, which is going to be our Trauma Queen. And then these lines, what I'm thinking is going to be like our contrasting colors. It's going to kind of come back and forth. And then you're going to have like rows where every other row is both the yarns. Like I said, I know it's kind of hard to see from this picture what is in my mind. But these are actually short rows. These aren't like color changes. So I'm excited to hopefully be able to portray that in this design. Like I said, this is my first knit design. I have designed crochet patterns before, and I have designed loom knitting patterns before. But this will be my first knit design. And I'm really, really excited about it. And I'm really glad that I picked this yarn to use. It has an absolutely beautiful drape to it. Not to mention that it is a gorgeous color, like green. Come on, guys. Yes. So, I still have to measure my swatch. But I'm thinking that it's going to be a 3 skein, not a 3 complete skein, but a 3 skein shawl. I'm thinking probably 1.5 of your main color, and then maybe a whole skein of your contrasting color. I'll know more once, obviously, once it's done and the pattern's written out and all that good stuff. But I'm excited about it. I really, truly am. I think it's going to be beautiful. Like I said, I'm excited about it. I'm really, truly excited about it. I played around with different needles today to kind of get what I'm looking for. I started on a 3, then I went up to a 4, then I went up to a 5, and now I'm back down to the 3. I think the 3 gives it just the right amount of drape, but it's still not very see-through. So this is a 3, which is, I'm going to have to take off my glasses to see this tiny little print. 3.25, if I'm not mistaken. And yes. Isn't that horrible? Yes. I have to take off my glasses to see up close, even though I have bifocals. They don't seem to work very well. Anybody else have that problem? Hold on, let me take my glasses off so I can see. That makes perfect sense. Oh, yeah, so. Like I said, it's a 3 and 3.25. I do need to measure my gauge, which I'm thinking of the gauge is not going to really matter much in this pattern. I will definitely include what I use, as far as gauge and what amount of yarn I use. And I will definitely be looking for some testers once this is done. I'm hoping to have a prototype done in no more than 4 weeks. That is my goal. Because the perfect time for fall weather. Although in the Carolinas, we have been known to still be wearing shorts on Halloween. So, I mean, you never know in this area what the weather's going to be. So, what is in y'all's cups today? Today, of course, good old Diet Pepsi. I always got to have the Diet Pepsi. Has anybody had any pumpkin spice yet? I haven't. I like pumpkin spice, but I'm not one of those that, you know, kind of goes out of the way to get it. I love coffee, but I'm more of an iced coffee person. I know a lot of people drink coffee to wake them up. If I drink a hot cup of coffee or even a hot cup of tea, I am going to sleep. So I like to drink the iced coffee. What you doing? There's my baby down here. Let's see if I can get him to come up here. Come here. See if I can get him in the camera. Bring the camera down a little bit. There's my baby. Say hi. Say hi, Bolt. Say hi. This is one of my babies. One of them. Just one of them. He's a good boy. He likes to talk to me. He'll whine or he'll do, you know, German Shepherds. He does that to me first thing in the morning. He loves to lick. He'll like come up and lick my toes in the morning. Wake up, Mom. Let me outside. I can't stand that. Yes, but he is a big, big baby. Ain't you, boy? Ain't you, both? Yeah, it's a good boy. Come here. Come here. Come on. Let's say hi to the people. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's my baby. So, like I said, he don't usually like to come out here to the shed with me because he doesn't have a lot of room to run around and move like he does in the house. So, that's about all I've got. I've kind of just been rambling on and on and on and on this video. I do have another video that will be loaded sometime this week. Well, it is Thursday, so it will probably be next week. But like I said, I did go ahead and purchase the yarn that was what's the word I'm looking for? Used. Used was not the word I was looking for, but used in the Traveler Fair Owl crochet sweater. Suggested. That wasn't the word I was looking for either. But anyway, I did go ahead and get the yarn, and I will be doing a separate haul on that. So, yeah. Rambling. As I said, and I have said many times, if you guys do not have a local yarn store, please consider checking out Lori, Jessa, and Anna at the Arkansas Yarn Company. And I will put their Instagram names right here. I will also link their YouTube channel in the iCards. I'm sure it's on this side. It may be on this side. But either way, it'll be in one of these places. Please check out their videos. They have awesome videos. They do a wool on Wednesday, every Wednesday. And then they do a podcast on most Saturdays. So yeah. Definitely please go check them out. They are wonderful people. Lori will go, well, all of them will go above and beyond to help you. If you want something that they don't carry, they're going to send you to the right people in order to get what you're looking for. So, like I said, please check them out. They are such nice people. They have beautiful yarns and they have beautiful projects that will inspire you. So, again, until next time, guys, happy crocheting, happy knitting, and happy looming. Bye.